here to talk about it. First and foremost, once again, we always have to start off with how's your spirits, Jag? How are you feeling? How are you doing? Let's just get with that first.
I'm surprised I'm not tired. I've been on a full scale troll invasion bot war since that god awful interview came out.
God awful. Okay, you set the precedence. Set the precedence.
Well,
Okay.
God definitely ain't approving of a man that walk around on two legs who got to sit down to take a dump and pee like everybody else and eat food and need sleep and get tired running around calling himself God. No, I don't think God would be okay with that.
Yeah, we've heard of false gods. We've seen
Oh, he's
things in the
definitely a
past.
false one. Have you looked at him?
From the Egyptian days, King Tut's.
He's wearing makeup. That's how stressed he is.
I mean, every interview, when you're a celebrity, you
No,
got to get a little makeup done. I mean,
no,
a little
no,
powder on the face.
no, 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 no.
Okay, well, with that being said, first of
That
all,
that was stress makeup.
okay,
That was Tony Busby's whipping makeup.
you don't
That
think it's
was what I'm going to
55
do
year
about this
plus?
autistic that refuses to lie and just say I wasn't there. Makeup.
Oh wow.
That was damn. How am I going to keep convincing people that I'm a billionaire when my mother-in-law is poisoning people with that god awful witch's brew, and I can't get a $20 million loan from a banking institution? Makeup.
Yeah, not the gumbo. Oh man. Okay.
That gumbo. Whoo!
Is it gumbo? Okay. Okay.
Gumbo
What?
surprise.
Right. Whatever surprise is attached to it.
Yo, when you see people making AI memes with people with six toes talking about this is what Mama Tina Gumbo did to me.
Oh man. Not the
When
Simpsons
when you
blinky
see
fish.
people like putting out like tweets saying this is worse than Ozempic, like
Damn.
who was she cooking for?
I thought it
Who's
was
she been cooking for?
like a
Maybe this is why Matthew had his little problem. Maybe he
damn.
had to get a little tanked up before he came home and got.
Every woman thinks she's the best cook, So I mean, who's to say
Yeah,
she did?
no, 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 no. There are some realists. There are some realists in this world that know that they need to stay away from it. The question is why is a 70-some-odd-year-old woman sitting out here trying to compete with Patti LaBelle and the only thing she know how to do is curl hair and put on makeup and talk too much. Like I can understand why Matthew Knowles got mad in that interview when they were like, well, you and Tina did this, and he got up and walked off. And you know
Yeah.
what? That's probably how he walked away from dinner.
Oh man. Okay. 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 Well, let's do this in layers. First and foremost, we're gonna peel back this onion few layers at a time. We're gonna start with first of all for
More like an
Jay-Z.
artichoke.
Yeah, yeah, more like an
Where that
artichoke.
artichoke is at?
Emphasis on choke. Let's go. Um, to even see an interview drop out of the blue, where Jay-Z is doing an interview with GQ with a young journalist. First
Break
of
or
all,
something.
yeah. What is your thoughts by seeing him even speaking coming into 2026 after the whirlwind of what 2025 was? Did you expect him to at least have some type of dialogue
I
about?
told him to. He's a good
Mm,
boy. I told him to. Remember when I was sitting over there with Pierce Boss Baby Morgan? And I said, he's been going all of this time without ever having to respond. And I looked into the camera and I said, that ends now, Sean. You must respond. He was stubborn, but he got around to it, didn't he? Top of the year. He was busy last year. Am I wrong?
no, definitely top of the year. He got right to it.
Got right to it.
Let the Super Bowl settle down a month later.
No, apparently that was filmed in January. Allegedly, apparently. That was filmed in January.
He talks about the Super Bowl though, so it was done probably right after, like a week after the Super Bowl's ended.
That's January.
Yeah. Um. So you expected him to have some type of dialogue come out.
And he really didn't talk about the Super Bowl like that. Like, I don't remember him talking about Bad Bunny.
No, he didn't. He only mentioned the
Matter
number
of
one stream.
fact,
You're right. As a matter of fact, you're right. He only mentioned it's the number one streaming artist. That why not get him? You're right. He didn't speak about it after the fact.
no,
So
not really.
yeah,
Yeah.
he spoke more about the Kendrick Super Bowl of last year.
Exactly, which would have made sense if this Super Bowl hadn't have happened
That is
yet.
correct.
And he was just speaking future projections and trying to make it look like it wasn't happening when it was happening, so it could look like they were in complete control of the narrative whenever it dropped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you? Would you have
I've been
expected?
an artist for a long time. I worked with probably some of the same PR people that he worked with in the past. I understand how this goes.
Understandable. Would you have expected him to do a sit down with someone else of more tenure, maybe an Ebro or Charlemagne, Torre?
Why not
Would
his good friend, Michael Eric Dyson?
Right, right. I see they speak to each other, so
They only text.
they only text, maybe an email. But you're okay.
Geopolitical matters and such. And The Godfather.
Um, you're okay with Fraser Tharp, the young guy from Complex, who of course now is with GQ.
You
You're okay
mean
with him?
Mookie?
Bookie, are you okay with Bookie doing it?
That's who he looked like. Like the second that I saw him, I was like, he's like a like if Jay Z and Spike Lee had a baby.
Oh man, I can't unsee it. Hold on.
Like I was waiting for Rosie Perez to come out and say Mookie.
Damn.
That's interesting. You
Um,
want to know what I thought was most interesting about that interview? It was a GQ videos. Who was the stylist?
yes. I was wondering.
Usually they expect men to be impeccable
Yeah,
in those interviews, and they both look like they were running away from college debt at LIU in the School of Hove.
yeah. Let's start with that because there was two scenes: the all white background and of course
And
the
the
dark
all black, yeah, they
all
had to
black.
do a costume change, and guess what? They didn't improve.
Uh, Jay Z, Adidas, both scenes wearing Adidas. Maybe that's a play. I don't know. Maybe
I
that's
don't
a
know,
check.
or maybe in his petty nature, it was a jab at Kanye.
Ooh,
He's
ooh,
petty like that.
ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Frazier, he's of course in Chucks, New York. To get an individual so young to speak on Jay Z's.
He's younger than my deceased son. I'm old enough to be that boy's mom. I was waiting to see who was going to pick him up for his after school program. He had someone interview him that wasn't even born when most of the stuff about his career was relevant.
Yeah,
Imagine that being interviewed by somebody who's only been long enough to only see your positive PR campaign and not everything that happened before. It was an unfair advantage.
I
Not
mean,
only
would
that, low key, allegedly, the kid is trying to get a job in the Rock Nation thing. Chicken, chicken.
I mean, would you say it was an attempt to reach to a younger audience?
No, no, it was a very successful approach at getting someone who's completely irrelevant and inept to do your bidding for you so that you can run your PR campaign interview and try to make everybody believe you're not hurting deep down inside.
He actually had a grill in his on his bottoms, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
a
You know who
billion.
else has grills? Kanye.
Mm.
The Adidas, the grill. You're starting to look like you miss him a little bit, Ho.
Mm.
Who's God missing? Ooh, I swear to God, everybody that serves and worships that fool is truly a child of a lesser God. You remember there was a movie back in the 80s, you know, about the deaf people, children of a lesser God. Everybody would have to be deaf, dumb, and blind to follow that around and even bother trying to take that interview seriously and follow any of the that they said in any way. I've never seen, actually, that's not true. That's not true at all. I have seen an interview where 35 minutes go by and people virtually say absolutely nothing.